Students, this is Mrs. Nelson. I want to show you a tool that's available to you in Google Docs that can help you get your thoughts on paper. So at your age, you're still learning a lot. And you're learning also how to become more dexterous with your typing. It's even difficult sometimes to write out by hand the things that you want to say, and it's easy to get distracted, and it's easy to get stuck on a word you're not sure how to spell. So I want to teach you this trick so that you can get onto paper, or onto the screen in this case, your thoughts. And then go back and review those thoughts and tweak your writing so that it gets better. So I'm going to show you a tool that's called voice typing. So it's a tool like a hammer or any other kind of tool, and it's used to help you. So come up here in a new document or the document that you're working on and click on the word tools. And then you're going to come down here to voice typing, and it is the one that has the icon with a little microphone next to it. Again, it's called voice typing. So today we read an article on Newsela called Every Dead Whale Has a Tale to Tell, and we filled out a KWL chart. We listed things that we already knew. We listed some questions that we had that we wanted to learn while we were reading, and we listed some of the things that we learned as we read. And now we want to take that information and turn it into a paragraph or two. So I'm just going to model how to use the tool. I'm not going to write a complete, 5-paragraph essay, although you can use this tool to do that, to get your thoughts on paper. So I'm going to start first with my first paragraph by listing some of the things I might already know about whales. So I know, for example, that whales live in the ocean. So I'm going to type that, but I'm going to type that with my voice and this tool called voice typing. So when I know what it is I want to say, I should rehearse it. So whales live in the ocean. I can rehearse it, and so that when I'm ready to speak, I'm not stuttering or trying to come up with what to say. I'm just saying what it is that I want to say, and then the computer can do the work for me. So whales live in the ocean. I click on the microphone and say it. Whales live in the ocean. So you'll notice, I'm going to drag this microphone out of the way, it wrote, whales live in the ocean, and it was smart enough to know that I should capitalize the first letter in the sentence. It didn't, however, include my period, so I'm going to go back and put that at the end of the sentence. And now I have one of my ideas down on paper. It took hardly any time. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to look at another thing that we knew, and I'm going to say something about whales migrate the ocean, and that they explore a lot of places, traveling hundreds or thousands of miles. So again, I need to think about what I want to say. Whales migrate as the seasons change, period. I'm going to start there. Whales migrate as the seasons change. Whales migrate as the seasons change or as the temperature and food supply changes, period. So, notice that I that time spoke the word period, and I put a period at the end. It says whales migrate as the seasons change. I have this super cool add-on called Grammarly. I got it from being in college, and it wants me to change this to a possessive. So I could use that tool to help me as well. It's a nice add-on that I could use also. But it says whales migrate as the seasons change or as the temperature and food supply changes. Okay, so I could keep adding ideas like whales travel hundreds or thousands of miles, etc. And I just keep going and adding those thoughts. Again, the most critical thing that you need to do is to figure out what you want to say and even practice saying it out loud first. So I'm going to show you one more time, and I'm going to go through those same little steps. I'm going to say, because I want to talk about dead whales, that was really what the article is about, I'm going to transition. So I'm going to talk not about whales that are alive anymore. I want to help us transition to whales that are dead. So I'm going to use a comparison phrase. I'm going to say, like all living things, whales die at some point. So like all living things, comma, whales die at some point, period. So I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say my punctuation so my computer can put that in too. Whales, oh, that's not what I wanted to say. Notice that it said exactly what I said. Whales, oh, it's not what I wanted to say. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to delete that part and I'm going to do it again. Like all living things. Okay, here I go. Like all living things, comma, whales die too. Well, now that's funny. They made it sound like a movie. Whales die too. No, I wanted to say whales die, comma, too. All right, so then you would just keep going and adding the text, and you can change it as you go, like you saw I did. Or if you know several things you want to say in a row, you can still speak it and then go back through after you're done writing. So for MRKWL, I'm going to say that whales end up on the beaches, but also some whales sink to the bottom of the ocean. So I'm going to say multiple things at once, but I got to make sure I know what I'm going to say. Okay, I'm ready. Hundreds of dead whales end up on beaches across the world throughout the year, period. Some whales, though, will sink to the bottom of the ocean, period. What's the difference between the two, question mark? I will tell you, period. So you can, if you know multiple things that you want to say in a row, you can do like I just did and put down a few sentences. So that's how we can use the voice typing tool. Again, it's a tool to help you. So you go to Tools in the menu across the top, and you come down here to Voice Typing, the icon that has the microphone next to it. I hope you'll use this. It takes a lot of practice to get good at it, but I hope you'll use this as a way to get your ideas down on paper so that you can go back through and focus more on revisions and editing than on typing one word at a time. Thanks for watching.